Let's see. Well, I can already see some range
Longbows.
units. Yeah, some range units from APM side. Let's see if they don't commit the same mistake as Elites did to win the high ground and then just instantly give it up and rush into the point. Whereas we see, like I said, a lot of Queen Knights, some Chuenchias for WhySoSerious side, and the Capsule again taking the spotlight. It's the flavor of the month unit for this week. They've proven to be fairly useful, fairly annoying, and the same goes for APM. Some Capsules being now here played. Not a single phalanx for WhySoSerious, like they don't care about this cavalry potential from APM. They are just going strike for the Queen Knight, ignore everything damage button. Where we can see a lot of phalanx from APM side and not as many Queen Knights. I think the unit composition really favors WhySoSerious, as the Capsules can just take care of the phalanx from a distance, and Queen Knights have this explosive burst or explosive immunity that can, like, give them the freedom to move around as much as they want without being ready for the pikes or not. But we will see as we dive in the Wuqing plains. And we speed up, thanks. I see both teams are going to take this A point of the map as their primary focus, with the difference that
They have the same strat. One guy from each team
goes
E
to
point,
the
everyone else go A.
everyone else go A. Yeah, but this A point is now in the hands of WhySoSerious, but the supply is in the hands of Elites. Let's see how this trades off.
Elites? APM, you mean?
APM, sorry. I still have flashbacks of what happened last fight on Working Plains. We see some trade-off here on the
Engage instantly
point.
coming. I like. Like they have the numbers advantage now.
Yeah. WhySoSerious is not taking a step, not taking a moment to think about what's going on in this supply, and they may give up 2 points, but I think they are going to hard commit for this big fight that's breaking out on the supply on A. We can see now all the Queen Knights. Oh my god, the Chuanchia from behind is going to make it again. It's going to do it again. The Chuanchia collapse from WhySoSerious entirely wipes up APM in this supply. And even though they are losing 2 points, they need to be careful also, because APM is also coming with their cavalries. But it's a very narrow space for these cavalries to shine. And for sure, WhySoSerious will bleed a little bit, but will heavily take the advantage in the unit trade, as we've seen in this supply. Holy, the Shanxia play again is like establishing the difference between both teams, and now as they keep maybe trying to chase out some of the APMs, they will for sure step on this B point and try to gain control of it, as APM just relaxes between C and B. Maybe try some sneaky movement with the cavalries up the hill here to try and poke WhySoSerious on the supply, but WhySoSerious solidifying their lead here, building some arty, taking it slow, and APM now has to swim against WhySoSerious shenanigans. All this mountain full of ballistas. They're not even trying to contest the point. They are for sure happy to let the enemies step on it. Maybe try to snipe them with ballistas, snipe them with range. But we can see APM forces are very spread out. Let's see which units are on the field right now. It's mostly cavalry for APM, so it's going to be very hard for them to break through this mountain. Radial pistoliers. WhySoSerious still has all their T5 enabled. We see some cavalry trade-offs, some hero aggression to this cavalry in the outskirts of the mountain. But nothing spicy so far. Both teams taking it slow with some skirmishes here, trying to trade some cavalries and not much more happening. Some contesting on B. They want to at least keep the bleeding going for WhySoSerious favor by denying this B point. Ballistas is still online. They are being destroyed and rebuilt the moment they get countered. Now we perhaps see an aggressive move from WhySoSerious down this B point. Yep. We can see again this Xuanxia cavalry. Monastics actually. I don't think it's looking that good for WhySoSerious, if I'm being honest, as they are getting a lot of rain from these capsules. But the ballistas is still online. APM trying to go now with the phalanx and all the cavalry in this B point. They have the hero advantage for sure, as the cavalries from WhySoSerious are trying to kill away the flies from APM outside the point. And here we go. This Xuanxia diving deep, drifting into B from behind. Very good move from WhySoSerious, diverting the aggression from the cavalry into the B point. Very good drift, very good cavalry play from WhySoSerious, kicking APM out of this B point because it does not belong to them. And now they are just cramming around, trying to get the freebies left from APM, as it's mostly remaining models of capsules and some lowly halberds. And this will for sure punish APM a lot, but now they need to be careful. WhySoSerious is probably too deep, way too deep in my opinion, for APM's possible comeback. They still have units left, both sides, catching these Queen Knights. As we see, these Queen Knights are very good against this Xuanxia cavalry, as they can just press one and ignore the damage. They need to be careful of that. We see again the Xuanxia cavalry trying to go for these Queen Knights, but the trade is not looking good. Now they needed 2 Xuanxias to clear these Queen Knights. And WhySoSerious is still in possession of 2 points. Recycling now some units. Infinite ballista plays here from WhySoSerious, having this high ground, which is probably what Elite should have done before, but APM is also not giving up. But here we can see these halberds, they don't have much to do against all this constant rainfire, but this Xuanxia trying to just go for these bow riders, but they need to be very careful, as they are one of the remaining T5 units from APM, so they need to be very careful. And we can see here WhySoSerious trying to fend off this B point. Here we go. All these dagger axes are stuck in the barricades. It looks like APM is actually trying to make a dent into this B point. It's going to be very close. Ballistas is still online. And this unit of Xuanxia that's going now straight to the B point can make the difference. The drifting goes through, but they didn't actually focus that much of whatever is left on B point. And I think APM is going to actually win this fight. The unit trade is very, very close for both teams. 200 unit left on both sides. Almost the same remaining headcount for each of the tiers that both teams are using. And
the points, though, the points.
Yeah, they need to be very careful about this bleeding. But APM, I think, can come with the upper hand, but they need to be very, 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 very conservative with how they want to play these Xuanxia cavalries. they have left. Because WhySoSerious is actually losing many heroes if they keep coming one by one. But I don't think APM will be in time to come and reinforce this B point. As WhySoSerious comes with red units, still have a lot of Queen Knights left, a lot of rain power from these bow riders, and they managed to successfully snatch back this B point from APM, but APM goes for the sneaky capture on A. And that was the last remaining units from APM. That could...
I think that's the match. That's it.
Yeah,
That's the finalists.
that could make the difference. This Xuanxia cavalry on that last remaining phalanx was the last tier 5 units from APM. But it was a very, very close game though. Very, very well done. Very, very well done from APM. They shown that they are not here to give up. They are here to give a good fight. And very well done from WhySoSerious. Yet again, this match, the heavy cavalry display was on point, on time, and as deadly as it was in the Walford match. Crazy from WhySoSerious. They very well knew what they wanted to do on these Wuqing plains. They wanted to heavily commit for this high ground, knowing that they had this priority to go on top, even though the enemies had the supply. And they did a very good aggressive move again, yet again, a pincer sandwich on this supply, which led them to have a very good trade